Vero, ha detto. È così. Hai fede, ha detto.
We are indeed in for a treat today, people. Hello, you wonderful patrons! Welcome to the restaurant and welcome to another video of pure shenanigans, claims so big and stupid that even the Pope himself will start swearing and cussing.
Sto cazzo in
Francesco, watch your language. Considering that the authors of this experiment are none other than La Famiglia del Paranormale, the paranormal family of the Italian corners of YouTube, content creators from the immortal city of Rome. You know, the Redman ritual, remember? Well, in case you don't, you can find the link in the description of this video. Yeah, they were the ones to perform it. Psst, watch it. Do it! Just do it! You won't regret it. Anyway, I think it was very well appropriate to offer you today one of the most typical dish of Roman cuisine. Basically, everyone on the internet at South Italy tried this recipe and a huge 80% of them completely botched it. Of course, I'm talking about the famous, delicious carbonara. I know, people, you want to really see me screaming in pain. Roll the footage, please.
Enough butter.
Ma che cazzo fai?
What I'm going to do also...
It is stuck to the bottom of the pan, and it will then bring it into the sauce so that you don't lose any of that flavor.
Che schifo! Non si scrive l'Italia in vano! Vichingo! Sei un vichingo!
You bloody freaking criminals! You are criminals. Criminals, I'm telling you. Oh my god, porca puttana, che schifo, una merda, veramente vergogna. La rabbia, mal di testa. Now, in order to avoid misunderstanding, I will tell you the recipe step by step, but first, dear patrons, I kindly ask you to smash the like button like there is no tomorrow, and if you are new to the channel, I hope you will consider subscribing. Thank you in advance, and now, the recipe. For a traditional and legit carbonara, you need the following ingredients: eggs, pepper, pecorino romano cheese, and guanciale. Nothing more, nothing less. And before you even start, no onions, no freaking garlic, no cream. Just no. No, God! No peas, for the love of God, and yes, no olive oil either. And you can use any dry pasta of your liking. So, ready, set, go. Step 1. In a warm pan, put the sliced guanciale and let it sweat inside of it. Let it release all the fat. Yeah, sweat it! Once the guanciale looks crunchy, remove all of it, but leave the fat inside the pan for now. In another pan, put the pepper seeds and let them toast for a few minutes before crushing them in a mortar. Now, grab a clean bowl and put inside 1 egg yolk, 1 entire egg, and grate the pecorino like there is no freaking tomorrow. Mix it together with a generous amount of pepper and half of the melted fat until it becomes a paste. When the pasta is almost al dente, take it out directly on the pan where the remaining fat is. Low heat we want in this part, okay? Let the pasta absorb a little bit of the fat flavor of the guanciale, put the crunchy guanciale in, kill the heat, and pour your egg paste into the pan with a tiny bit of pasta water and mix. Mix and mix. Once you see that the sauce becomes creamy, plate the pasta, grate a bit more of pecorino on top and enjoy it!
Con delicatezza e amore. Così, con delicatezza e amore. Oh, con delicatezza. Bella vita.
And now that we have clarified what makes a truly divine carbonara, let's talk about the divine itself. Because today, my dear patrons, we're moving from the sacredness of Roman cuisine to the actual alleged sacredness. Yeah, you heard me right. And who better than La Famiglia del Paranormale to take us on this journey between the sacred and the profane? You know, just like there are fake carbonara recipes, and my god, there are so many, floating around the internet, there are also many alleged proofs of the afterlife that need careful analysis. And today we have a particularly interesting one on our hands. So what are we waiting for? Cue the music and let's watch this video.
Ragazzi, state supportando in maniera assurda questo nostro esperimento, che punta a non illudere nessuno. Noi usiamo un comunicatore che tutti voi potete usare.
Oh, that is just amazing. 10 seconds in and you already made interesting claims. This is an experiment. They are not trying to fool anyone. Yeah, sure, and they are using a tool that everyone can use. I bet it's either the Alice box or more likely the usual Spirit Box app downloadable from any app store. We have a very interesting premise here, now haven't we? A group claiming all sorts of discoveries, UFOs foundings, all sorts of EVPs related experiments, and of course creepypasta ritual. Yeah, scientifically wise, you seem solid. Not.
Ho scelto tra i commenti un commento molto importante perché ha ricevuto più like. Questo non significa che l'ho preso perché ha ricevuto più like in sé, ma perché se prende tanti like, intanto è piaciuto a tante persone, quindi sicuramente sarà interessante. In più si tratta del primo commento che appare perché YouTube lo mette in rilevanza.
What?
So, you chose the comment based on the fact that it was the first in the list and you were too lazy to read the others? Okay, let's read it then.
Qui, in questo esperimento, non si parla di nient'altro tranne che di qualcosa di concreto. La ricerca di risposte che possono farci saltare dal tavolo a casa mentre guardiamo il video stesso. E ciò lo facciamo con estrema naturalezza utilizzando ciò che appunto potete usare anche voi.
Something with substance. With the use of Spirit Box apps, very well known for being only a lot of BS which rely on the principle of pareidolia. Don't get me even started on that. But, you know, I'm very curious about the things you are about to show us. Things that will make us jump from our seats. Sometimes I wonder, guys, do these people rehearse before recording or they just come up with this nonsense on the spot?
Abbiamo qui la Bibbia. Ci ha dato una risposta clamorosa.
Thou shalt not lie. Bold choice for alleged Christians.
Ha parlato come se qualcuno dovesse fargli trovare la luce per lui lassù. Una risposta che è stata assurda e che non può passare in sordina. Sembra una risposta davvero concreta su qualcuno che li aspetta, oppure probabilmente parlavano in chiave religiosa.
Man, what the fuck is you talking about?
was that?
I'm sorry, man. No, I wasn't thinking about it.
So, I think he is referring to a previous video in which they did the same experiment while having the Bible in their hand, and they were trying to compare the answers from the Spirit Box app with what was written in the Bible. Needless to say, I had the impression they were just making things on the spot. I mean, the title says it all. Spirit speaks about the Bible, God will bring us up there. Anyway, just to give you a little bit of context here, and trust me, I have difficulties to understand him when he speaks. And allegedly, we speak the same language.
In questo caso abbiamo la Bibbia proprio perché volevamo porre agli spiriti domande che ci facciano capire se quello che dice la Bibbia realmente poi si riscontra nell'aldilà.
The short answer to that, based on the data that we currently have in regards of the real event described in the Bible to what the actual reality of things is, it's close to zero. I mean, you two are Catholic Christians, or at least I am led to believe that, based on what I hear. And the first thing that Catholicism in Italy teaches you is do not take the Bible literally. Asking a spirit box app to confirm or deny what it's really happening after we die, it's the same as having a Ferrari and use it as a latrine. A very expensive latrine, I would say. Finally, after setting the base for nothing, we can see this fantastic hand-picked comment from one of their viewers who requests them to ask the spirit the following. Are you waiting for someone or something, and if yes, what or who? How does it feel in regards of us, stronger living beings? Well, if I have to imagine a possible reply, it would be something like, some of you pretend to talk to us, but in reality they are talking with walls. Or better, we reply to your question, but more often we ask you to leave us the alone. Not to mention that some of you pretend to see us when in reality they are looking at empty space. More than stronger, I would define you as dumber.
Are you saying I'm stupid? No. Do I look stupid?
But okay, let's start with this experiment.
Che siete presenti qua con noi.
Ed appena passata la sfera di luce al centro.
Finito di dire cagate?
A ghost orb? In 2025, there are still people who believe in this kind of phenomena? Listen carefully, because this is gonna be tough to hear. If you see a ghost orb floating around, probably it's a clear sign that your house needs a good sweep. Just saying.
Qual è il termine giusto con cui vi possiamo chiamare quando ci rivolgiamo a voi?
Sabrina ha detto, eh?
Ciao. Mi hai riconosciuto?
Mamma mia!
Mamma mia.
I know he's not on camera, but I am sure he did also this. The perfect opener to start the Pareidolia Fest. Honestly, without any hint on the screen, it's very difficult to say what exactly the spirit box said. To me, it's gibberish in the first part, and instead of C, yes in English, I heard E.
Allora,
Signora?
hai sentito?
Puoi rispondere alla nostra domanda? Qual è il termine? Morti, anime, trapassati, spiriti.
Pixies, dragons, goblins, and good old-fashioned wraith and banshees. No? Oh, I thought he was reading out loud the D&D 5th edition monster manual.
This is on me. My bad.
But I don't know if you understood correctly, my dear patrons. This guy is asking the entities what is the proper way he should address them.
Puoi dircelo chiaramente, sarebbe una grande prova per noi.
An evidence that for sure will revolutionize the paranormal research, I'm sure.
La prova, detto qua, è se tu ci ripeti e scandisci il termine con cui noi
Ci possiamo
esseri
rivolgere
umani
a voi.
possiamo chiamarvi.
Mi puoi rispondere? Qual è il termine giusto?
I don't know about the ghost, but for sure I can find several words to describe this experiment. Yeah, none of them are nice.
Visto che tante volte ci viene comunicato magari in sogno come se fosse un sogno premonitore, però magari con una persona scomparsa che ci appare in sogno e ci fa vedere cose che potrebbero accadere in futuro.
Oh yes, from how to address ghosts to precognitive dreams. Classic move when your first nonsense hits a dead end. And what's next? The zodiac signs? What? I'm just asking for a friend.
Voi riuscite a prevedere il futuro, a vederlo?
Yes. They can predict the future. The all-knowing spirits, they know everything about everything, right? Yet, they never share stock market tips or warn about real disasters. And you know what's even funnier? They tell you everything they know through a broken radio. And wait, what's there? The BIPS-BCN is a communication device that generates phonemes, supposedly allowing spirits to use them as a tool to communicate. In other words, is useless as a chocolate teapot in a sauna. Nice save there. Although I think with less messy results, and maybe you can still taste the melted chocolate. Real life Alessio, can you please give a demonstration of the app? I don't have the app. So? Okay, fine. Okay, spirits, if you can really predict the future... What? Hello? Hello, can you hear me? Hello? Damn it. Oh no, I think we just lost connection with the afterlife somehow. At least works better than a chocolate teapot. Jokes aside, I will do very soon a video where the real me will test out this app. I know that Mitios made already a great video on these apps, but I wanted to give it a try with my usual Italian twist. Anyway, back to the video.
Ok, è un sì. Voglio risposte più concrete.
Yeah, we want more solid answers too, but I have the feeling that you won't be able to provide them.
In un sogno?
With the risk of repeating myself, no, I didn't hear premonitore. And after the question, they reply premonitory, and this is a shocking response. The only shocking factor of this statement is this claim. Well, I can apply the same logic. My cat speaks Latin fluently. I proceed to record it while he's meowing and say, "You hear? The cat said ad maiora." I wish my cat could speak Latin. Well, I wish also I had a cat to begin with.
In un sogno cosa puoi fare?
Let me get this straight. You're asking spirits about dream interaction protocols? What's next? Asking them about their preferred Wi-Fi connection to the afterlife? Oh, maybe they have a special Ghost Dream API we don't know about. Maybe they have a cloud service too. Ghost to Dream Premium subscription. Only $9.99 per month. First haunting free.
Ma va a cagare!
Può avverarsi?
So freaking romantic.
Sogno di nuovo.
Forse sta dicendo che può farlo in sogno, come gli abbiamo chiesto. Cioè, è clamoroso che risponda sogno quando abbiamo fatto la domanda sul sogno.
No. It's unbelievable that you keep hearing words that are not even close to what you suggest in the video, amico mio. Guys, I am Italian, still I don't hear the same things they are hearing.
Quando tutti quanti i cari di una famiglia scompariranno, moriranno, cosa succederà?
When they pass, they get sick? Huh.
Lo sai che cosa mi ha chiesto? Si ammalano? Come per dire perché scompaiono? Me l'ha detto durante la domanda.
Sì.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Do you realize the stupidity you were just able to conjure with what you just said? Your colon in your brain did a castling move just now and switch positions? Thanks, Mark the Hammer, by the way.
Look, I've got a lot on my mind right now, and you're really starting to stress me out, okay? Okay?
Cosa? Gesù vive.
Absolutely mind-blowing. Finally, the title didn't lie to us, and after 2,000 years, Jesus decided to make his grand return through a broken radio app, deciding to tell a random spirit that he is in fact there and he lives. I guess the whole coming down from heaven with glory and power thing was a little bit too mainstream. Now, according to Matthew 24:30-31, Jesus' return should involve clouds of glory, angels with trumpets, and quite the celestial show. Not random static noise from a $4.99 app. Just saying. But hey, who am I to judge? Maybe the Bible just needs an update. And I, the Son of Man, shall return through smartphone app, and his glory shall be measured in megabytes. And his kingdom shall have the unlimited data plan. Catholic Church, please take note. Okay, fine. They are not claiming exactly that, but you get the point. Nobody's stopping them from creating a narrative that it's not there at all.
Cosa fa Gesù?
E Gesù? Dov'è Gesù?
Che è nella luce. Rivelo? Cosa riveli?
Noi ti ascoltiamo se riveli.
Dobbiamo un attimo lasciare un attimo le domande perché ha messo in mezzo Gesù e
Perché ha fatto un discorso ben diverso.
The type of speech that an extremely confused person would do, by the looks of it.
Cosa fa Gesù per le persone che scompaiono? Soprattutto se muoiono tutti.
Nothing! Absolutely nothing!
Well, what did you expect me to say?
Che significa dammi fede? Chiede il valore della fede di ognuno che guarda la candela, per te lo dico. Chiede se sono guarite.
Sì, ho sentito.
Parla della fede.
Sì, senti?
Parla della fede, sai che significa?
E chi ha fede guarisce.
Ma che cazzo stai a dire?
No offense to all believers, but this statement has a layer of BS that for me is very difficult and heavy to digest. It seems like you're trying, apologies, the entity is trying to convey the message that with faith you heal. Maybe I got it all wrong. Let's hear what they have to say next. Oh boy, I am preparing myself for the worst.
Qua, secondo me intende se sono guarite dai loro peccati o qualcosa del genere potrebbe intendere.
You don't heal from your sins, even if some fanatics consider sin a form of sickness, which is wrong on so many levels. You can be cleansed from your sin, absolved, forgiven, but healed? I don't recall WebMD listing sins as a treatable condition, unless there is some new spiritual antibiotic I don't know about.
Questo non è un canale sul cattolicesimo, attenzione.
This is not a Catholic channel, says the guy who just claimed to have a Jesus employee doing tech support through a spirit box. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if they caught the Holy Spirit updating its LinkedIn profile.
Noi seguiamo quello che dice l'esperimento. Poi voi potete argomentare, c'è chi crede, chi non crede. Noi adesso non siamo nei panni di chi è di parte o chi non è di parte, quindi è solo un esperimento. Ma sta dicendo che Gesù compie questo atto nella luce e guarisce evidentemente i peccati di chi arriva sopra.
No, of course you're not saying that directly, but to me, it's clear that you are strongly suggesting it and imprinting your bias in it. Oh, but I must be wrong. Nah, you're not showing that you're such a strong believer. Oh, especially when you say Jesus commits this act in the light and heals the sins of those who ascend upstairs. Pfft, totally unbiased.
Quindi ci hai informato che quando qualcuno muore, Dio ci accoglie nella luce e chi ha fede viene pulito di tutti i peccati che magari ha fatto in vita.
Oh, again, Totally not a Christian view. And the spirit is not saying anything. In fact, there is no spirit there, only you, the other person, and a broken radio playing around with the pareidolia effect and pushing in the meantime a narrative which just goes to 45 an unproven and, to be honest with you, absurd belief. In other words, you are stroking each other's metaphorical spiritual egos. If you know what I mean, of course. And they continue to inject this religious narrative in all their interpretations, and honestly, I don't know how long I can resist without ending up in making a joke that will eventually indeed offend other believers. From religious claims to personal reasoning on how to help souls crossing. Guys, they got it all in this part, but anyway, I am just curious here. Who were they talking to all this time? Did this entity add a name?
Mario?
It's me, Mario!
Well, of course it's Mario, only one of the most common Italian names. But now, let's focus on the written part because I feel it's quite interesting. Have you ever heard live a speech like this? No, never. There are only, other 400 channels doing the same exact thing you're doing, and in many different other languages, but no, this is the first time I hear something like this. Never heard before. The EVPs we are presenting are clearly the result of an experiment, which has not the goal to deceive anyone, and on that I have my doubts. You're only conveying the message that an app can talk with the dead and that Mario is a close friend of Jesus. If there is no deception involved, then you're just being extremely naive, using a device where there are no preloaded words, which is mostly foreign, English-based. We can only stand here with our jaws dropped. Alessio. Breathe, it's okay. Famiglia del paranormale. I want you to read carefully what you just wrote. Now, you're using a Spirit Box app, and said app works like every single other Spirit Box, meaning that it will sweep from station to station very fast, focusing mostly on AM radio frequencies, of course. I know you guys understood where I'm going with this, but I want to say it for them. Being in Italy, you will get Italian radio stations, not foreign ones. So it begs the question, are you bloody for real? It continues. Comment, blah blah blah, leave a like, blah blah blah, etc, etc. Because together we are building something crazy. You know, I agree, especially on the crazy part. Bringing on social media this format to a level that will allow us to destroy the skepticism towards the paranormal. Ascoltate, cazzo! If anything, such experiments will only strengthen the skepticism towards the paranormal. And I said it before, there have been already countless of these experiments which have been debunked over and over and over. The whole concept of EVPs has been ridiculed, and with reason, by almost everyone who can use critical thinking. And you know what? I am done with this video. Done. Roughly 5 minutes missing to watch, but it's pretty much the same things we have already seen so far, and I can only make so many jokes on that. So, let's head back to the restaurant. Holy Ben Kenobi, what a ride. Let's be clear here. We're talking about people using a broken radio app to supposedly communicate with Mario, who is talking on behalf of Jesus, while completely ignoring that Christianity is just one of the many world religions. And even within Christianity itself, what we know about Jesus and the Gospels is far from certain. Some of our Gospel fragments date to the 1st century CE, and others dates centuries after the alleged events, with countless translation and interpretation adding their own flavor to the narrative. But here's the real issue. Videos like these prey on vulnerable people, mixing religious beliefs with paranormal claims to create a toxic cocktail of misinformation. They are not just making absurd claims about EVPs anymore. they are wrapping it in religious authority to make it seem more legitimate. Just my opinion, of course. And you know what's ironic? While they're busy claiming to talk to Mario through a smartphone app, actual archaeological and scientific evidence continues to challenge many biblical narratives. But I guess that's less exciting than hearing static noise and claiming it's divine communication. Although, I have to admit, the idea of Jesus doing tech support through a Spirit Box app is pretty entertaining. Maybe next time they'll catch Zeus debugging their Wi-Fi or Buddha optimizing their cloud storage. But jokes aside, this kind of content is dangerous. It's not just harmless entertainment. It's manipulating both religious faith and paranormal curiosity to create something that's, well, let's just say it's about as reliable as using a My Carbonara recipe to perform a bloody exorcism. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this ride and the carbonara you will be about to prepare, and as always, I'm thankful that you decided to watch this video till this point. So, stay safe, don't bloody use cream for carbonara, and I see you all the next time. Ciao!